Okay, today we are going to learn how to make these beautiful little symmetrical sharks. You can see if I were to put a line down the middle of this shark's face, he would be pretty symmetrical. He's got a nose on a nostril on each side of that line. He's got an eye on each side, and his mouth is pretty much the same on each side. So symmetry is fun because we can make beautiful artworks. We're going to start with a blank white piece of paper, and you'll have one of these little templates to trace. Now you'll notice this is only half of our shark. That's because with symmetry we need to reverse the image and trace the other side of it. So we'll be tracing this part, flipping it over, and completing it on this side, okay? So we're gonna start by placing it down at the bottom of our paper. And I'm leaving a little bit of space over here on the side, but not too much. If I do it way over here, there's not going to be enough space for me to flip my template over, right? Because then it's going to go off the side of the paper. So make it so that the curvy part is pretty close to the edge of the paper. And then you're going to trace. When you get to the end, slow down. Now we just need to flip this over just like a mirror. Boop. And I'm gonna line up the point of my template to the last little mark that I made with my line. Make sure that this line matches up with the bottom of the paper. There we go, and I'm gonna continue tracing. Ta-da! Now I've got my perfect little shark head. Okay, so you can go ahead and place the template away. We're done needing our template. Now the first thing we're going to make is our nostril. And again, we want to imagine this imaginary line that goes right down the middle. Starting at that point, goes right down the middle. So on one side of my line, I'm going to make a little nostril. It's just like a tiny, tiny little oval. Just like that. And then on the other side, I'm going to make that same line, but flipped over. So my little oval flipped over that way. There's his nostrils. The next thing we need are his eyes, and shark eyes are really far out on their heads, so we're gonna do them lower down and then pretty far out to the sides. I'm gonna make one here. It's gonna be a circle. It's gonna be a lot bigger than your nostrils. See, I could probably fit like 20 of those nostrils inside of that circle. So a big eye over here, and then we want to do it about the same spot over here. Make another big circle. It's okay if they're not perfectly the same size or shape. I can already tell that one's a little more crooked or sideways than that one. That's okay. Okay, now I'm gonna make two circles inside of the eyes. So I'm gonna do one little one up at the top, and then another little one down at the bottom. And that's gonna be the light in the eyes. So we're gonna color everything black except for those little circles. There we go. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna make a little circle and another little circle, and color in everything except for the two circles. All right, now I've got my two eyes colored in. Here's where the fun part comes. We need to make a big shark mouth. The mouth is going to be a rainbow line, so it's going to be a nice curvy line, and it's going to be pretty big because shark mouths are huge, right? So remember, we've got our imaginary middle line, so you want the high part of the arch to be somewhere up there. I'm going to start, maybe I'll do a dot in the middle. So I'm going to make a dot where I want the top of my mouth to come. It's kind of right in the middle there. And then I'm going to start over on this side, maybe put a little dot there, and I'm gonna make a curvy line that goes from that dot to that dot. Then I'm gonna do the same. I need to make another dot over here, just like this one. So I'm gonna make another dot right there. And now connect the top dot to that bottom one, curvy. There we go. So I've got my big, right now it looks like he's frowning and his mouth is closed. We're gonna open that mouth up. So we need to make a smaller curvy line underneath here. I'm gonna start at those same 2 dots, but it's gonna be smaller. It's not gonna go as high as this one, so you can watch me do it. There we go. So it's a smaller, it's not quite as curvy. It's closer to being a horizontal line. Okay, so now we have our big mouth. We need to add teeth. If this, I still can see my little dot here. If that's our middle, our halfway, to make it symmetrical, we just need to do the same thing on this side that we do on this side. So I'm gonna start, if that's my halfway line, I'm gonna start right over here to the side of it and make a big triangle. And then since I did one on that side, I need to do one on this side too. Another big triangle. Then I'm gonna keep going, I'll do another one right here. And since I did one on this side, I need to do the same over here. Switch again, I'm gonna make them a little smaller now. Make a smaller tooth over here. And a smaller one over here. Now we need to do the same on the bottom. I think I'll do one right in the middle. And then I'll do one on this side, one on this side. So it looks like when he closes his mouth, that tooth would go right into that gap. So I'll make another tooth right in this gap. Another one over here, on the other side, and then make a couple smaller ones. There we go, there's our shark with his crazy teeth. The last thing you'll do is color in all that in between the mouth. The inside of his mouth needs to be black. So I'll go ahead and fast forward me coloring in the black, but you're going to color it in so nicely and make sure that you don't get any marks in the teeth. You want those teeth to be nice and shiny white and perfect triangles. All right, and there is my shark face. It's all done for today. Next time we're going to paint. We're gonna learn how to make some gray paint for our shark. We're gonna paint the water and we're gonna add some fun details so it'll look something like this.